Look, in these crazy times, many of us, many business owners, are looking for ways to supersize, grow, and build our business without having to spend any money. So today, let's talk about at least 10 plus free ways that you can, 10 things you could do to go about supersizing and growing your business for free without costing you anything but a little time and energy and effort, because nothing is actually ever free, right? Energy has to be exchanged for us to create anything in this world. We know that as business owners. So what are these things? Our idiom today is, of course, thanks costs nothing. And this got me to thinking about, well, what are some of the things that I can do and have done in my businesses in the past when money was tight? Because just like every other business owner, things ebb and flow, and sometimes money or the financial resources that we want or wish that we had, if we all had unlimited resources, we wouldn't even be having this discussion. But the vast majority of us, especially during these crazy times over the last 18 to 20 months with COVID and everything, have been challenged. We have been challenged to think differently. We've been challenged to see things differently. We've been challenged to do things differently than we ever have. Of course, if we wanted our businesses to survive. And if you're listening to me, I'm pretty sure, pretty confident that you want your business to survive. So what are some of the things that don't cost us anything? Our idiom, of course, is thanks costs nothing. It's from, I think, Cushran Kendall, and it came about from the field of employment, realizing that we can provide people feedback, we can thank them, and it doesn't cost us anything to thank them. I mean, thinking about what other things don't cost us anything. And a lot of emotions and small actions that we can take don't really cost us anything. One of my favorite expressions along these lines is, hugs aren't any good if you keep them. That was one of my dad's most famous sayings. I will remember my dad forever because of that expression, hugs aren't any good if you keep them. And he was a big hugger, which added a lot of love and a lot of kindness to our family. Kindness, civility, courtesy, good manners, being polite, showing approval, gratitude, compliments, encouraging someone, acknowledging someone. None of these things cost us anything, but they can pay huge benefits in terms of relationship building, and aren't all of our businesses really based on relationships? So what are some little things that you could do right now in your business that are free that would make a huge difference in your business and probably in your life as well? Well, how about number one, making a promise to yourself. Making a promise to yourself about your business. Making a commitment about your business and then following through on that commitment, right? It doesn't cost anything to make a promise or a commitment to yourself. And then hold yourself accountable. That's where the time and energy and cost comes in, right? Is actually doing what you say you're going to do. Number two, reorganize your environment. Reorganize your workspace. Reorganize your business. Reorganize your company. Reorganize your home. Reorganize your closet. Reorganize your bedroom. Reorganize anything in your life. If you change your environment, it changes how you see things and how you feel about things. I'm thinking, I need a background change. I'm kind of getting tired of my cute little bears and things. I love them, but I need a background change. I've been thinking it for about a week now, although I've needed it much longer than that. Every once in a while, I like to just change things up and have a different background for my communication and for my videos and for my coaching and things. So change your environment. Number three, make budgeting and saving a habit. If you're not budgeting and saving in your organization and in your company, you're probably in trouble, especially during COVID-19 and all of the things that we've had. If you weren't doing it before, probably you're doing it now, and you're finding ways to do it for your business now. The blessing in COVID, the blessing in disguise for many, has been that it has caused us to rethink and recreate how we do things in our business. If we wanted our business to survive, we have had to come up with changes and meet the challenges that have come with all of the different mandates and changes in each of our different environments and communities. Number five, establish a daily routine. And I forgot number four, which is do a little 10-minute morning workout. When you get up in the morning, first thing in the morning, it doesn't cost you anything to move your body, do something. A lot of people do exercise. I used to do exercise for the first hour. As soon as I woke up, I would exercise and meditate. And during COVID, as I was hanging out with my granddaughter it became a little bit more challenging. It was more important to me to do my work things in the morning before she came than it was to do my exercise. Then my exercise moved to the end of the day, which has never felt quite as good for me. And it's easier after a long, hard day and hanging out with a 4 or 5-year-old to make excuses that I'm tired, but I still would do it. So add a 10-minute workout either morning or sometime during your day. 10 minutes. Anybody on this planet, I don't care how busy you are, you can find 10 minutes to do, body raises on your toes, or leg lifts, or crunches, or what's it called when you bend over and touch your toes? Touch your toes. But find 10 minutes in your day to add a little exercise. And then number 5, establish a daily routine. Could be a morning routine, could be an evening routine. Pick and have habits in your life, things that work for you, things that work for your business. Establish daily routines for your business. One of the things in corporate America that we always had was a morning meeting. We had a quick morning quality meeting every day, and we would just, all the department heads would get together. We'd do a quality test on the products that we were creating and making, and share the results of the previous day's production, and then see if we needed to do any follow-up. It was a great way to start the day. Everybody got together, all the department heads got together, saw each other, figured out which one of others' priorities were, and it improved our relationships, it improved our communication. It didn't really cost anything for us to spend 20 minutes together every morning and make sure that we were all cohesively working together to achieve what we wanted to for the business that day. Number 6, practice journaling. Document, write things down. I've been a write things down bookkeeper, journaler for, I don't know, since probably middle school. I think probably since I learned how to write, I have loved writing and capturing information in journals and in books. And one of my secret weapons in corporate America was I always walked around with my little dreaded blue notebook. It wasn't dreaded to me. It saved my life in terms of making sure that I did what I said what I was going to do, that I would follow up with people, that I would meet my commitments. And I walked around with a little notebook and a pen, always. I always carried a notebook and a pen. And when something came up that I said I was going to do or that I had to follow up on, I put it in my notebook with a little open checkbox in front of it. And then every night before I left work or went home for the day, I would make sure that my little boxes were checked off, or the things that weren't went on my next day's schedule, my next day's plan, to make sure that I followed up and did those things, because I always wanted to be sure that I followed up on things. So practice journaling, write things down. If it's important, it's worth recording, and it leaves a record for other people to learn from. Number 7, make sure that you are continually improving. You as a human being are using the time that we've had down, or the time that you set aside and devote to getting better, learning, being better tomorrow than you were today. So if you want a better future, you need to become more. Read, listen to things, podcasts, not the news. Heaven forbid, please don't listen to the news. Listen to mind expanding and personal growth and development type information, things that will help your business. Read journals, read trade journals, read industry journals, read. I say read because readers are leaders. So in order to secure yourself a better future, to supersize and grow your business, you want to make sure that you are always growing and continually improving, or finding out what is the next thing that can help your business the most, and then asking a few questions about that, finding out who can help you to incorporate that into your business. Studying and learning. Anything you want to know nowadays, you can find on the internet. Yep, you can pay people who have accumulated and put together information faster, but you can also find the same information for free by digging into almost anything that you want to. So there's no excuse to say, oh, I can't buy this $10,000 course. Well, don't buy the $10,000 course. Google the thing that you want to know more about. Say you want to know more about team building in remote work environments, or outsourcing, or how to reduce costs of manufacturing widgets. Whatever it is, you can Google it and find tons of information for free. No excuses. Number 8, get to know yourself better. I think I've said this before. I know I've said this before. I say it quite often. Our business, our life can only grow as fast as we do. What we become and the leader that we're willing to become is the bottleneck and the limit on the growth in our business. Number 9, get a good night's sleep. Get sleep. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. This is one of the things, especially when we're under stress, that we forget to do. We forget to take care of ourselves. We forget to exercise. We forget to sleep. We forget to eat. And so we want to make sure, and it doesn't cost anything to get a good night's sleep versus a bad night's sleep. So find things for free that will help you to get a good night's sleep. There are meditations. There are YouTube videos that go 8 to 14 hours long of sleep music and sleep meditations and hypnosis. Find something to help you get a better night's sleep. If you've got a health challenge, heaven forbid, go to a sleep apnea study, get a sleep thing, get your CPAP if you need a CPAP, depending on where you are in your life, and do what you have to do to get a good night's sleep. Remember, when we sleep is when our body repairs and rejuvenates itself. So if you have any hope of being healthy, it requires that you get a good night's sleep. And it doesn't cost anything more to get a good night's sleep than have a toss and turning terrible night's sleep. Number 10, stay away from contagious negativity. I love this one. Boy, it's been a challenge in the last 2 years to avoid negativity. And I say contagious negativity because when one person starts a negative comment, then it just goes down a rabbit hole of negativity that can suck you in like a vacuum. So we want to be careful to avoid negativity, avoid things and people and places and events and activities that we know don't make us feel good. Now, I don't know about you, but when I watch the news, which is very, very rarely, or if I see snippets of the news, it makes me feel awful. Well, if it makes me feel awful, I just don't do it because I know that it's not right for me. And if it's not right for me, it's definitely not right for my business. So find ways for free to be around positive people and to be around positive exposures and positive things versus negative. And you know what? In this day and age, you're going to have to look a little bit harder for those positive influences and those positive things. Unless, of course, you are that positive thing, which I always recommend. Be the positive influence, be the positive impact, be the person that makes everybody else feel good, and you'll never have to worry about having enough business for your business ever. So curious, what are some things and what are some ways that for free you have been moving your business forward, growing and building your business in spite of all the craziness that's been going on around us in the last 18 months or before, or that you're planning on doing in the future? Because guess what? When we start with the free things and we build on them, we don't have a problem investing in the things that we need to invest in our business because we've already gotten a little bit of a taste and a little bit of a foundation in terms of what works and what doesn't for our unique business. Love this topic. Love to hear your take on it. Remember, thanks, kindness, courtesy, civility, hugs, they don't cost us anything. Being polite, having manners, considering other people's feelings, communicating in a positive way, being a positive influence. None of these things cost us anything, but they will, I guarantee it, for free, have a huge impact on your business and on your life. That's our expression, our idiom for today. Go out, make it an awesome day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it in your business and maybe even in your life? Any questions, ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow.